Check it. You're tuned in to Say What Radio with your hosts, Justin, Taz, and the other guys. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go.
Say What Radio. I'm gonna just start with this one and just say the headline, see what you say. Baseball coach is suspended after he forced his players to spit in his face.
He loses damn job.
A Greek man was convicted of stealing electricity despite being dead. Yes, convicted him after he died.
So he didn't do it before he died.
Yes.
Okay. What is that? Over.
It's me.
Say what? Say what one more goddamn time.
All right. It's Wednesday night, so you know what time it is. Say What Radio's coming at you guys. Got your girl JustN coming at you guys with just a quick little movie review. I had the wonderful opportunity to be able to see the Suicide Squad movie early on, and wanted to just give my take on it like I did, previous movies, which shall remain nameless. So the Suicide Squad is basically a group of villains, for the most part, who are thrown together to protect the world from things that go bump in the night that nobody likes to talk about. And it was kind of put together as a defense of what if Superman just decided to tear the roof off of the Oval Office one day. What would you do? So they send in these villains to be able to, who have these abilities. Either they have abilities or they're good in some way, shape, or form at something to, combat the things that go bump in the night. I think the movie was actually rushed. It was campy. It was funny at times, serious, a lot of action. Some stuff was thrown together, but all in all, it was a good movie. Like I said, it was a bit rushed. The pace is something akin to Mad Max, but not as cohesive. So if you've ever seen Mad Max Fury Road, it starts off like bam and just keeps going and does not stop until you get to the end. This is similar to that, but Mad Max was a lot more cohesive, which made the movie a, fucking awesome movie. But for this particular movie, it's not as cohesive. So some stuff you can see that where it was flashbacks, and then other instances you could actually see where the movie was intended to go a different route, but it was cut or edited in a certain way to not do that, to bring in other material, something like that. So you could see that it wasn't as a unified thought, but it still works. Honestly, because the movie's about a ragtag bunch of villains, so to speak, and that are just kind of thrown together, it works. For any other movie, I don't think it would have worked as well, given the substance and the content of the movie. So having that actually works for it. Some parts were too rushed in my eyes, but it left you actually wanting more in a good way. So it still worked out for them. Now that I think about it, honestly, just everything about this movie that should be wrong for other movies works for it. Crazy as it sounds, until you see it, you'll actually understand what I'm saying. Will Smith was good as Deadshot, I'll say that. But it was kind of just Will Smith playing Will again. The character worked for him, though. It still worked out, and it ended up being good. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I think she did the character a great justice and kind of brought it to a different level. I thought she did really good. She still had the whole sex appeal thing going on, but it wasn't as over the top as you think it would be. There were times and instances where it was just like, come on. But considering this is Harley Quinn, and if you've ever seen anything or known even just a little bit about her, that is the type of character that she is. So it still, again, works. I cannot even say enough about Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. She absolutely murdered that character. She was ruthless, cold, but it was still to the point where it was just enough to where you knew she was still doing it for what she thought was right. But it was still like, damn, Even in one point in the movie, somebody says, "Damn, that's just gangster." After she just popped off. It was still a very good. I'm sorry, Viola Davis always just gives her all in any performance that she does, but in this, it was just like she was born to play this. It's just like, damn, are you really Amanda? Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag kind of got on my nerves. He's whiny, and everybody in the squad was basically wanting to punch him, and so was I by the end of the movie. I was just like, God, more of this motherfucker. But oh well. Carla Devaney was actually okay as the Enchantress until she started doing this weird like Harlem Shake thing, trying to be intimidating or whatnot to show her. I don't know. It was just the weirdest fucking thing. She was just up there looking like a fucking showgirl, just shaking, and it's the oddest thing. You'll see it in the movie. There's no way you can miss it. But I have to say, the person who surprised me the most, probably because I was going in thinking it would be the worst character, Jared Leto, or Jordan Catalano, as I still call him. 90s reference, look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. When I heard that he was picked to play the Joker, I really did not know what to think. Because again, when I've said this before, when Heath Ledger was picked to play the Joker, back when Dark Knight came out, I was kind of like, man, Heath, the dude from 10 Things I Hate About You, seriously? And I did not give him enough credit. And of course, we all know now he absolutely just personified the Joker at that time. Jared Leto was not Heath, nor was he Nicholson in this movie. He turned it into something different. It was something similar or akin to an old gangster, but with some sort of update. And instead of crazy, he was just downright fucking creepy. It was like skin crawl creepy. He was more intimate, creepy. Like it is almost kind of like a Hannibal Lecter type. Silence of the Lambs, get up under your skin. It was just creepy. It was a bit unnerving, kind of like what I think meeting the real Joker would be like. Heath Nicholson basically put the fear of God in you for what you knew, he had some type of crazy shit that he would actually do. You just knew it would be some crazy shit. Leto took it a different route and kind of puts the fear of God in you because you have no fucking clue what this emerald haired motherfucker who probably has curtains made of human skin type shit in his apartment is about to do to you. It's just, your mind goes in so many different places because you're like, I have no idea what the fuck is about to happen. I was just really surprised. I actually liked Leto. I did not know what to think. And I went in with an open mind. And as soon as I saw him, I was like, I don't want to like him. But I actually surprised myself and ended up liking him by the end of the movie. All in all, like I said, it is a great, date night movie. It's good fun. I'm the person who loves campy, funny type stuff. And this really was. It was bright and colorful and everything. Just really grabs the viewer. It is leaps and bounds ahead of the last DC movie, again, which shall remain nameless. Well, that was my review, guys. Let me know what you think. Thank you for tuning in every week. Next week, everyone will be back in the studio to share, and I ask that you share this show with your friends, families, and as I say all the time, haters alike, does not matter. We are a conversation starter, people. Please, always share this, and you can always subscribe on Google Play, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and you can always listen at saywhatradio.com/listen. And as I say all the time, you can contact us via email or on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. But email is always saywhatradio@gmail.com or info@saywhatradio.com. Biggest compliment ever, as I said, is to share the show with your friends. We love doing this for you, and we love coming at you every week with something to make you laugh. Again, thank you for tuning in. Catch us next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
I'm dying in this fucking fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth. Let's get the fuck out of this country, mother. The fuck is that?
Say what again?